Right, so we're getting to the Culling game. We're in the game prepping portion. Everything right now is like last moment. Everything is just kind of like getting all their pieces in order. All the characters are getting prepped up to actually start. And I like Kenjaku's character moment real quick before this. This was actually probably one of my favorite bits that's been in Jujutsu Kaisen for a while. So I really like Akutami's villains. It's kind of like I liked Demon Slayer, but like for the most part, like the main cast, I liked them, but I wasn't like too huge on them. But I liked the villains. I thought the villains were pretty solid. I like the Jujutsu Kaisen cast more than obviously I do with Demon Slayer, but just similar to that, I like the villains more than the protagonists in this series, and I like the villains in this more than I do the Demon Slayer antagonists. So that's one of the things that made me sad about Shibuya is we lost all those special grades, and those guys are really cool. So like none of them really sticking around was just like it was a borderline of full antagonist wipe. Like there was relatively nobody left outside of Kenjaku, and Kenjaku so far has been pretty cool. But I like seeing this band. That's one of the things I liked about that Higuru. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember his name. Higuruma, the lawyer dude, because he's really cool. But unfortunately, there's the potential that he could get ended fast. I'm gonna hold out hope for him because like I liked Nalia. I thought Nalia was a pretty interesting bad guy, and then he got crushed by Maki too quickly. So Kenjaku in this chapter having the whole part where he gives the participants that wake up for the calling game, they have an option to leave and to pretty much just not participate at all and in this at all. And I thought that was really nice. Like it was like a good almost human moment from him just to kind of like give them like a little out like this. He's saying he couldn't make any complicated rules. I was actually trying to remember who this character was. The Sasaki. I was thinking it was the girl that had a thing for Yuji that like used to be fat and then lost that weight, but he remembered her anyway. But this was the girl from chapter 1 that was in the club with Yuji. It's actually really weird because like going back and looking at the art style, the art of the series definitely has shifted a little bit. Like I think primarily, I'm just gonna go back and look really fast at chapter 1. I think mostly in the eyes, like how he draws eyes. I don't really know Akutami for sure. Regardless, the way that Akutami was drawing eyes at the start was a little bit different, and then drawing people was a little bit different. And then obviously is in way more of like the style that Jujutsu Kaisen is more set for now. The paneling was really good too in this chapter, and like some of his words when he's like saying like just general information stuff, the size of the whole barriers that are in place, the curtains that are all set up. As he said, like 5 to 6 kilometers, and that because of its size and stuff, they weren't able to put like a lot of like weird rules and like a lot of requirements to kind of like mess with the people inside. And that's when he's like giving them the option. Is like, okay, well, we're in a dream, so like this is like between reality and then dream. So it's like a curse. Like he says, this is pretty much like a cursed power in of itself. And then they start going outside, and you get this really nice double spread where it's just a black background with Kenjaku and Sasaki walking, and then right afterwards you get the same setup, but they're like a little further progressed, and you have like these cursed creatures in the back that are like covered in blood, like destroying things. I can't really tell if they're alive or if somebody already defeated them. It looks like someone defeated them because there's some people on a roof, so I would guess that those are people that just fought it. But then like people are like outside, you're seeing all like the giant barrier and stuff, and like the people just kind of doing their thing and getting all prepped up for the Culling game. And Megumi, Hakari, Yuji, like they're all getting all their stuff ready. I guess Kirara as well. Like I would assume that he's gonna participate in this, and they're all just doing their thing. They're all getting all hyped up. They're all getting prepped, and they're just getting ready to go in and do and pretty much start this mission. And like the angel character wasn't on the roster. They're pretty much saying like, okay, well it's an alias or a curse spirit kind of thing, like pretty much tied to somebody, kind of like how Sukuna is to Yuji, because like Yuji's in this, but it's not listed as Sukuna. And everything right now, like this is getting prepped for the Culling game. Everything from I would imagine now is going to be lots of like crazed violence and just big battles. getting all prepped up for them trying to get the angel chick to free Satoru Gojo from his imprisonment. If they get him out, like, I wonder where this, like, the series is going to shift to, because with Kenjaku, it's like the whole thing is he's trying to, like, start up the golden age of sorcerers again. So it's like if he doesn't accomplish that, where's the series going to go? Because if he can get that off, I'd imagine the series can go on, like, a bit longer than expected. Because I know there was a thing about, like, the series ending in, like, what, 2 years from after Shibuya. So maybe, what, like, barely over a year or so from now. I mean, the thing is, like, Shonen Jump, like, they could convince Akutami to extend out more than originally planned, or Akutami could easily plan to extend the series further out than planned initially. Either way, like, I want to get, like, some form of confirmation of, like, where, like, are we heading towards the end game already, or is this just kind of getting ready to open for something grander? Because that's what I thought Demon Slayer was doing, but then Demon Slayer ended, and it was like, damn, that was weird. What was the point of these things setting up for, like, more and then not to do anything with them? But either way, good chapter. I didn't have a ton to say about it. It was mostly just, like, on the hypeness of getting set up for the Culling game and Kenjaku's character I liked in this chapter, as well as remembering who Sasaki was. I thought that was neat. But anyway, other than that, though, comment below, thumbs up the video, friend, like, but subscribe, and check out my other videos. But that, appreciate how many subscribe, and thank you all for listening. Bye.